KJFM Radio, Eagle 102. Area High School Baseball is on the air. Every week, Eagle 102 brings you the best of area high school sports. On air at 102.1, online at kjfmradio.com, and on the KJFM Radio app. Now to the diamond for high school baseball on your area sports leader, KJFM Radio.
And welcome to Wallace Memorial Park in Louisiana. Mark Froelich here at the Diamond for the first time in 2 years. Getting ready for high school baseball. Maddie Ingram also with me. And, Maddie, it's just exciting to be back outside, out of a gym, and ready for some action on the diamond here.
Yeah, I'll agree with that statement. Hearing the crack of the bat is one of the best sounds, I think, in sports, and definitely something that I've missed over the last year.
I see the coaches Is that a wood bat that he's using?
That is a wood bat.
Yeah. That's the true sound of baseball, and love to hear it. I hear some aluminum back in the batting cage, but just great to be out here, and we don't know what we're going to get. This much time away from the diamond, it's going to come down to fundamentals and who can commit the least errors and who can throw the most strikes today.
Yeah, and it ultimately comes down to who worked the most in their abnormally long off season from that high school baseball.
And who was able, which group of players was able to go out and maybe play a little travel ball or something in that time. If you're coming into a ball game, whether you're a pitcher or a batter, and haven't played in 2 years solid in a game situation, it's going to be a wake-up call that first couple innings.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's definitely a big difference between just doing a couple routine ground balls at practice and actually getting one in a live game situation. Same thing with that bat. So it all comes down to how they prepared in practice, what they were doing, if they got to play that travel ball, because if we're looking at 2 years without a game, we're going to be pretty rough today.
All right, we've got the Louisiana Bulldogs and the Bowling Green Bobcats. We'll start the pregame show for you next on Eagle 102.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Some never even fill their prescription, even if they don't feel well. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, your local Health Mart pharmacy is here to help. For fast, friendly service and affordable prices every day, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
Show off your school pride today with the Bulldog debit card from Bank of Louisiana. Every time you use your Bulldog debit card, Bank of Louisiana will make a donation to the Louisiana School District. Stop by the bank today and get your new Bulldog debit card so you can start supporting the teachers and students with every swipe. The Bulldog debit card from Bank of Louisiana. Member FDIC.
Pike County, Missouri Health Department is accepting appointments for upcoming COVID vaccination clinics. Appointments can be made online at www.pikecountyhealth.org or by calling our office at 573-324-2111. These will be on a first-come, first-served basis. Stay up to date with more clinics by subscribing to our PCHD e-news. If you do not have internet access, please call our office and ask how we can help you stay informed.
Need a little good news in your life? State Farm has new, lower car insurance rates in Missouri, so you can now get the service and convenience of State Farm agent Cindy Blaylock at an even better price. Call me today at 573-754-5575. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
It's time now for the Eagle 102 pregame show, sponsored by Bowling Green Pharmacy.
Getting ready for the Bobcats visiting the Louisiana Bulldogs. Our first baseball broadcast in 2 years here on KJFM. First baseball action I've seen in a long time here around the area, thanks to everything that's gone on the last couple of years. We've got pitching matchup of Jack Logan against Caden Chandler on the hill today. And I think, Maddie, it comes down to who can throw strikes today, because the defense looks like they're able to track the ball and make the plays, at least here in warm-ups. So it's going to come down, I think, to pitching, and I think the pitchers are going to be ahead of the batters here early in the season.
Yeah, early in the season, you want your pitchers as a coach to be ahead of those batters, and unfortunately that stinks for your offense, but that's what you want from your pitchers, and letting your defense work, because those fundamentals that you worked on and in the off season and in practice, those are going to really shine through, especially in those first few games.
And we finally get the coaching debut for Matthew Jane for Bowling Green. This is a team, Bowling Green, a program that's had some success, maybe not the postseason success that they've wanted, but they won a lot of games the last few seasons that they've gotten in the books. And now Coach takes over, and we'll see what he can bring to the table.
Yeah, I think it's always hard coming into that position. You know, if you're coming into a winning program and that winning tradition, it can either continue to go up or it can go down. And so it's all about the culture and how the athletes respond to that new coach.
And you can already kind of tell there's a different feel than the Dean Street teams.
Yeah.
A little bit. You talked to Coach Jane a while back for our preseason information, and what kind of feel do you get from him, how he's going to run this team?
A very goal-oriented approach to this season. I think that he definitely has some big goals and some plans for his team, and he knows what he wants out of his athletes, and he knows how to get it out of them. He's gonna push them to their limits and try to make them work hard for what they want this year.
The teams have gone to the dugouts. The warm-ups are complete. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back with a quick keys to the game and our starting lineups after this on KJFM.
Daily life is a bit different right now than what we're used to. Some are feeling the effects more than others, but let's remember that this too shall pass and try to find ways to keep positive, help others in need, continue to support our businesses as best we can, but also take this time of distancing and shutdowns to self-reflect and improve. Spend quality time with family, exercise, pray, tackle a home improvement project, even if it's just a power cleaning inside and out, but do something that helps you feel empowered and moving forward. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, praying for good to come out of trials.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Some never even fill their prescription, even if they don't feel well. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, your local Health Mart pharmacy is here to help. For fast, friendly service and affordable prices every day, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
Time now for the Eagle 102 Keys to the Game on KJFM, sponsored by Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate in Louisiana.
Well, Maddie, we kind of touched on it just a little bit as we get ready for Louisiana and Bowling Green to be introduced here and our national anthem to be played here at Wallace Memorial Park. You got to throw strikes today. Let the defense do the job, and I think you're going to get some strikeouts if you keep the ball in the zone.
Yeah, if you keep the ball in the zone, let that defense work is the biggest thing, but you're going to get some strikeouts. Like we said, you know, pitchers are expected to be in front of these hitters. These hitters are expected to be behind. So hopefully Jack Logan and Caden Chandler can rack up those strikeouts today as well.
That's the biggest key. We'll take a look at our starting lineups after this on KJFM.
This is Kyle Schurter, Assistant Vice President at Community State Bank of Missouri. We offer a variety of loans to meet your needs. Whether you're looking for a conventional loan or a HELOC or an FHA, VA, or USDA loan, give us a call. We have some of the best rates around. Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown community bank since 1887, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Cellular Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned pharmacies. There's one right here. Health Mart pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because, just like you, they support their community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned and hometown proud.
Louisiana is a Health Mart town. Family Drug Health Mart Pharmacy. The right people, the right price, right downtown. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Is it time to renew, redo, or rebuild? I'm Christine Rutherford, and we have loans designed specifically for repairs and renovations, along with home equity lines of credit. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender, MLO number 421603, NMLS number 407724.
Hey, this is Ryan with Mid-America Auto and Towing in Bowling Green, and we've got the lot looking good and ready to go. We've got something for everybody's budget. We have a constant rotation of new inventory, including cars, trucks, and SUVs. So if you're out and you're looking for a new car, come by and see me. Mid-America Auto and Towing, just off Highway 54 in Bowling Green, is a one-stop shop. Like us on Facebook or check out our website, midamericaautoandtowing.com.
The Eagle 102 starting lineups on KJFM are sponsored by Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy.
As I get my first ballpark hot dog in a couple of years, we'll get to our starting lineups for this ball game. First for the visiting Bowling Green Bobcats. They'll lead it off with the left fielder, number 42, Clay Lazier. Batting second, the third baseman, number 19, Cody Pogue. In the 3 spot is the catcher, number 9, Cooper Keel. Batting cleanup is the pitcher, number 4, Caden Chandler. In the 5 spot is the shortstop, number 30, Owen Niemeyer. Batting sixth, the center fielder, Braden Heinecker. He wears number 12. In the 7th spot is the first baseman, number 24, Tristan Charlton. Batting 8th, number 18, the second baseman, DJ Feldwin. And the designated hitter bats 9th, number 34, Alex Miller. So he'll be doing the batting, and Charlie Bowen will be in right field. He wears number 33. No flexing or DHing for the Louisiana Bulldogs. Ryan Griffin's lineup looks like this. The shortstop will lead off, number 1, Will Shepard. Batting second, the second baseman, number 19, Riley Perrine. The 3 spot belongs to the first baseman, number 16, Ryan Camps. Cleanup hitter is number 17, the third baseman, Cole Martin. Batting fifth is the center fielder, number 25, Jordan Locke. Then the catcher, number 7, Sheldon Sylvie. Batting seventh, the right fielder, number 9, Brady Fisher. In the 8th spot is the left fielder, number 4, Kenny McCormick. And batting ninth is the pitcher, classic spot there, number 5, Jack Logan. So again, for the Bobcats, it's Lazier, Pogue, Keel, Chandler, Niemeyer, Heidecker, Charlton, Feldman, and Miller, with Bowen playing right field. And for the Bulldogs, it's Shepard, Perrine, Caps, Martin, Luck, Sylvie, Fisher, McCormick, and Logan. And Logan is on the bump, taking his warm-up tosses. Now we'll take a quick break. Come back with your first pitch after this on KJFM.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Some never even fill their prescription, even if they don't feel well. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, your local Health Mart pharmacy is here to help. For fast, friendly service and affordable prices every day, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
I'm Tylee Mills, the CEO of Pike County Memorial Hospital. You've heard it from your friends, family, and even neighbors. They choose Pike County Memorial Hospital. Quality care from quality people. Pike County Memorial Hospital.
Bundle at Pike County Mutual Insurance and save. Ask about the great rates on your personal vehicle, farm trucks, big or small, or even your motorcycle and side-by-sides. Stop by and see myself, Corey Buchanan, Buddy Bibb, or Kathy Gam at your hometown insurance company since 1895. Pike County Mutual Insurance on the square in Bowling Green.
The Mercantile Bank of Louisiana is introducing Merc BK Mobile. With the ability to take a picture of your check and deposit it into your Mercantile Bank account, you'll never have to worry about getting to the bank. Find more information by visiting mercbk.com. The Mercantile Bank, located on the corner of 3rd and Georgia Streets in downtown Louisiana. Member FDIC.
High school sports on KJFM is brought to you by Pike County Mutual Insurance, Browns Processing, and Bank of Louisiana.
Louisiana and Bowling Green set to do battle here on the baseball diamond, and Jack Logan finishing up his warm-up tosses, looking like a miniature Noah Syndergaard with all that hair coming out of that ball cap. But we're just about ready for baseball here, and let's set the defense for Louisiana. Across the outfield, it's Kenny McCormick in left, Jordan Luck at center, Brady Fisher is in right. Cole Martin's the third baseman, Will Shepard at shortstop, Riley Perrine is at second base, and Ryan Camps at first. Sheldon Sylvie behind the plate. The throw goes down, and we're ready for Clay Lazier to dig in for Bowling Green and get this season kicked off on KJFM. This game was supposed to be played yesterday. Of course, we had rain, and they did a magnificent job getting the infield ready for this ball game. There is a little water right at the screen, but other than that, everything looks pretty tip-top.
Yeah, I pulled up today and I was like, there's no way this field looks that good, but it does.
Logan, high up on the hill, looks in and delivers a pitch in the dirt for ball one to Clay Lazier, and we are underway. Interesting delivery for Logan. He does the toe tap instead of the high leg kick. And doesn't bring his hands together as that one goes up and in. Doesn't put the start with the ball in the glove. That's very interesting way to start the ball game. This one popped up mile high out of play off to the third base side past the Louisiana dugout.
The ball was up in the zone. I was surprised that Clay Lazier took a hack at that after 2 balls from Logan. I mean, way up in the zone like that may have been his pitch, but 2-0, you want to sit and get that ball in your wheelhouse.
So a 2-1 count. And that one's popped out of play behind home plate. And it makes it pretty much to the softball diamond to even the count at 2-2. Lazier has let Logan back into this count. And you know, as a leadoff hitter, you're chomping at the bit to get things going.
Yeah.
That one way up high, and the count goes full. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Lazier's doing exactly what you want to do in that leadoff position, as well as seeing as many pitches as he can, hitting some foul balls, showing his teammates what Logan's got out there on the mound.
And from the full line, the 3-2 pitch is ripped past the shortstop and into short left field. A leadoff hit for Lazier. And Bowling Green can get something going here in the first.
Great effort from Will Shepard there at that shortstop position. He just missed it with that dive out there. I mean, great effort there.
Came up just short of that ball, and that'll bring in Cody Pogue. Pogue, the third baseman, wears number 19. And bats from the right-hand side. First pitch to him. Big lead for Lazier. The pitch is low for ball 1. See if Lazier wants to do some running here. Another big lead. He is going, and this one is nubbed at the plate, foul to even the count of 1-1. So the hit and run on here early in the ball game. One ball, 1 strike. Nobody out and a runner at first base. The next from Jack Logan is grounded up the middle, and that is through the legs of the shortstop and into short center field.
Will Shepard got there. I don't think he just forgot to put his glove down. I mean, he was right there, and he could have made that easily, flipped that ball to second base, get at least that lead runner there, but just missed it.
Okay, official score. Do you go with E6 on that one?
I don't think so. His glove didn't touch it, so I'd just have to say it was a
So
hit.
just a mental error, huh?
Yeah.
This one off the pitcher. Logan goes to the turf, and everybody's going to be safe. And we'll see if Jack is okay. He took that one, looked like right off the ankle. He's walking around, trying to shake that off. Coach Griffin comes out of the dugout for Louisiana to look at his starting pitcher. That was a hard hit ball back up the box.
Sure was. Those are always scary. You know, that line drive coming right back at you. There's not much you can do unless you can get that glove up. You're probably going to be hit.
Just about the time the trainers come out, he says, "Give me the ball. I want to go." And he'll try a couple of pitches with everyone out there watching to see if he's okay. So the bases will be loaded with nobody out here in the top of the first inning. And it looks like he's going to be all right.
Limping just a little bit, but not enough. Not enough to take him out.
So he'll throw a couple more here. Yeah, it looks like he's following through nicely and actually might kind of get the nerves out of there a little bit.
Yeah. You know, sometimes it makes people throw harder, throw better.
You get that adrenaline pumping a little bit harder.
Yeah. Makes you a little mad that you got hit.
So Lazier is the runner at third, Pogue at second, and Keel at first. Bases loaded. Nobody out for Bowling Green here in the top of the first inning. And I think he's going to tell everyone, go on, let's get this game underway again. And they will. The coaches and trainers go back to the dugout. The umpires back to the shortstop area and behind the plate. Mr. Martinson behind the plate, calling balls and strikes today. And the batter will be Caden Chandler. So the cleanup hitter, a big opportunity here in the top of the first inning to put Bowling Green ahead. Nobody out. And the first pitch to Chandler is pop foul and out of play down the first baseline behind the Bowling Green dugout, 0-1.
Big comeback there for Jack Logan. That's exactly what you want to do. Just like in a home, if somebody hits a home run off you, the first thing you want to do is get a strike on that next batter, and he came back really nicely there.
The 0-1 as he comes set. Pitches from the stretch, and it goes back to the screen. Everyone's going to stay put. Short backstop here at Louisiana. And with that wood back there, there's a lot of bounce. The 1-1. This one's back up the middle to the second base, and they're going to go home, and he is safe. Beats out the throw, does Lazier, and it's 1-0 Bowling Green.
That ball was hit just a little too slow. You have to really come through that to get that runner at home. And, it was a good thought from Perrine, but we just missed him at home.
So safe on a fielder's choice is Chandler. And that'll bring in Owen Niemeyer. 1-0 Bowling Green here in the top of the first. Still nobody out. Niemeyer, the shortstop. And the first pitch is in for a strike. Nice looking ball from Jack Logan. Play deep shortstop. Everyone else kind of in the baseline. As this one gets away, they're going to try and score the runner. As it got an odd bounce and in to score. With a nice slide is Cody Pogue on the wild pitch.
We were just talking about that wooden backstop. It either has a lot of bounce or it hits and then it follows the fence, and unfortunately that's what happened there on Sylvie, and really no way to get to that ball before somebody crosses the plate.
The other runners advance as well, so it's second and third, nobody out, 2-0 in favor of the Bobcats. And the next is fouled out of play. And to about left field of field number 2. A long run there. And Logan back on top of the hill. The next, through the legs of the catcher right back to him.
An instance of when the wood helps you.
Yeah, exactly. And another on its way. And this one is ripped into the outfield, right field, moving over, and unable to make the catch out there is Brady Fisher. He drops it. That'll be an error. One run comes in. 2 runners go to second and third.
Little frustration out on the field. Looked like Fisher missed his cut, man. So overthrew that ball after that error, just kind of letting runners advance a little bit more.
E9 on the play. And it's 3-0. Runners still at second and third. So a 2-base error and another run crosses the plate for the Bobcats. And that one up and in on the first pitch to Heinecker. Braden is the center fielder. Wears number 12. Bats from the right-hand side. Everybody right-handed so far for Bowling Green. The next, just inside, 2-0. A little high, a little tight. Logan delivers another. And that one's fouled back. He just missed. Rifles it back to the screen, 1-2.
Pretty well the same spot. He just took 2 pitches Jack Logan is really hitting that high inside corner with that fastball.
2-1 rather. 2 balls, 1 strike. Still nobody out. And there's a strike right down central to even things up. 2 balls, 2 strikes. To Heinecker. Charlton on deck, then Feldman. This is where Logan has to bear down. And the next on his way, and that's high and back to the screen. The count goes full.
Right now we're looking just to get an out for Louisiana. A lot of singles here, a couple errors. Putting them behind, they need to get on top here. Just get one out and things will start going for them.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. I'll have to throw to first to complete the play, and another run's going to come in. As Sylvie couldn't hang on to the pitch initially, and in to score is Caden Chandler to make it 4-0. But they do record an out. On the strikeout. 2-3 on the put out. And that'll bring in Charlton, and he pops it up. Mile high into center field, and the left fielder comes over and can't make the catch. He drops it, and another run will come in. And all the way to second base is Charlton. And it's 5-0 Bobcats. Second official error in the inning, in addition to the one that should have been stopped there near the second base bag.
As we talked before the game, we want to let our defense work, and right now that's what Logan's trying to do, get their team back in there so they can get up some runs, and unfortunately they're not helping him out there.
5-0 Bobcats, and that brings in Feldman. DJ swings and misses on the first pitch he sees. 0-1. He's the 8th batter of the inning. Bowling Green hanging a crooked number here to start things off. Runner goes, and this one is nubbed down the third base line. Logan up with it, throw over to first. That's in time. Good play coming off the mound by the pitcher. Logan in a strong throw over to Camps at first. The runner advances to third, but now there's 2 outs. And it'll bring in Miller. Alex is the designated hitter. Where's number 34? And again, bats from the right-hand side. First pitch from Logan. Inside.
Just missed it.
One and 0. Runner takes the lead off of third base. That's Charlton, and that one is outside. So he tried both corners and missed. And it's 2-0. This one popped up. Logan wants it. He calls everyone off, makes the catch to end the inning. Bowling Green bats 1 through 9 in the top of the first, put 5 across. And after a 1/2 inning, lead this game 5-0. Louisiana coming up on Eagle 102.
Ingram Plumbing has always been known for its outstanding plumbing service. But did you know that Ingram's is also the largest retail plumbing supply store in the area? We carry Delta faucets, a complete line of Whirlpool tubs and showers, jacuzzi pumps, and many other specialty items. Stop by Ingram Plumbing today, Highway 61, Bowling Green.
Eagle 102 Sports on KJFM is brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, County Market in Louisiana, and Bowling Green Insurance.
So 5 runs in the top of the first inning. Let's set the defense for Bowling Green as Louisiana comes to bat for the first time. Across the outfield, it's Lazier in left, Heinecker in center, and Bowen is in right. Cody Pogue, the third baseman, Owen Niemeyer at short, DJ Feldman at second base, and Tristan Charlton over at first. Cooper Keel behind the plate, and Caden Chandler on top of the hill right now, taking his warm-up tosses. And he was able to help out a little bit, reached on that fielder's choice to drive in the first run in the top of the inning. That's the go-ahead run right now. So he warms up here as Louisiana will send up Shepard, Perrine, and Caps. I don't think Logan pitched particularly poorly. He didn't walk a batter.
No.
He did what we said. He threw strikes. Bowling Green put the ball in play. The defense just has to be a little better.
Yeah, he recorded all 3 outs that last inning. He's like, if you guys aren't going to do it, I guess I'm going to do it myself. He picked up that ground ball, strikeout, and a fly ball that last inning.
After taking one off the ankle.
Yeah.
That'll bring in Shepard. He's the shortstop. Where's number 1? The catcher, Keel, a good foot taller than the batter. And Chandler, ready for his first pitch of the ball game. From the full wind, he delivers a strike right down central. That is a tough pitch to start off at bat after a 2-year hiatus.
Very good velocity from Chandler just to start that first at bat.
0-2 as he's just throwing darts right down central and saying, Will Shepard, take a swing, see what you can do. Shepard's taken the first 2, and they've both been strikes. The 0-2 pitch on its way. That one misses inside, goes back to the screen and all the way back to the pitcher. Yeah, good velocity. That's for sure.
Not a bad location. He's staying low in the zone.
Mm-hmm. Knee-high fastballs. Mm-hmm. And the 1-2 pitch. Here it comes. Goes off speed and misses high on that one. 2 balls, 2 strikes. To the leadoff hitter, Shepard. Perrine on deck. And the next goes to the high stuff, and swinging through that is Shepard. And it's a strikeout, the first out of the inning.
Little high cheddar from Chandler out there. Looked good.
Base is empty, 1 down. And that brings in Riley Perrine. First pitch to Riley is inside for ball 1. And the next, fouled back to the screen, evens things up. Good rip at it from Perrine. And what you know about this home plate umpire is he has a textbook strike zone. He doesn't expand the corners.
Makes him consistent, though.
Exactly.
So that's the good thing about it.
That one misses outside. 2 balls and a strike. You're not going to get any help. You're not going to get cheated. The 2-1. Swung on and missed. 2-2. Play pretty much along the outfield grass line on the infield. That one goes to the breaking stuff and misses to load the count. Interesting pitch, 2-2. Chandler delivers. And that's strike 3 called.
Up in the zone.
Right at the letters.
Yeah.
It's a backward case. Second strikeout for Chandler.
I don't think Perrine liked that too well.
He was throwing the bat.
Yeah.
About to walk down to first base. That's the second out, and the bases are empty, and we see our first lefty of the game, and that's Ryan Camps, and he takes a huge rip at that one, comes up empty for strike 1. He is definitely the power threat in this Louisiana lineup. Free swinging first baseman, taking huge cuts. And it's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Chandler looking to strike out the side, and he misses inside, up and in. The count goes to 1-2. 5-0 Bowling Green here in the bottom of the first inning. The 1-2 in the dirt, 2-2.
Working the count super well. I mean, that's what you expect from one of those upperclassmen. Ryan is a junior this year and leading the team.
This one hit a mile high out of play down the first base line and into the woods. New ball comes out, and the count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. Out in front of it just a little bit and underneath. That one called strike 3 on the outside corner.
3 Ks for Chandler.
He strikes out the side. We go to the second inning. Still 5-0 Bowling Green Bobcats coming up on KJFM.
Here's one question that has no wrong answer. Are you going to choose the new Shell and Fuel Rewards card to be used at Shell stations, or the Shell and Fuel Rewards MasterCard that can be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted? With both, you save 10 cents per gallon, up to 20 gallons every time you fill up. And you also earn 10% rebates on your first $1,200 in non-fuel purchases per year at Shell stations. See? You can't go wrong with either. Visit www.shell.us/getrewards and apply today. At participating Shell stations only. Terms and conditions apply.
Farmers, the crew at Mike's Tire and Service Center is here to serve you. They know the hours you put in, which makes it difficult to get that equipment in for service. Therefore, they offer on-the-farm tire repair. Hi folks, my name is Cody Kirkendall, Mike's Tire and Service Center, located on Business Highway 61 in Bowling Green.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
So we go to the top of the second inning, and do we have a new pitcher out there for Louisiana? We do. That's Kenny McCormick, as he comes in from left field. And we'll try and see who the new left fielder is, but it looks like Logan maybe had a little additional trouble with that ankle, or is he out in center field?
He's out in center field,
okay.
is what it looks like. So can't see who is out in left field. But
I don't know if Locke moved over from center. Yeah. We'll see. We'll try and get those changes. The outfielder's a long way away, and those are small numbers.
The sight's not too good either, so.
I've got cataracts. So McCormick finishes his warm-up tosses, and he'll be the new pitcher, and he'll start just where Logan did at the top of the order for Bowling Green with Clay Lazier. Lazier singled and scored the first run of this ball game. And the first pitch from McCormick is chopped foul. And a nice play. Oh, no, he dropped it at the last second, the third base coach and head coach, Matthew Jane.
I'm always amazed at how quickly some of those coaches get their hands out there.
The 0-1. Chopped to the third baseman and stabbed at by the third base player, Cole Martin, but he can't come up with it. And it goes into short left field. And that's Lazier's second hit of the ball game.
Lazier hit that ball pretty hard, but it had a couple of hops, and it looked like Cole Martin tried to stay back. Should have came through that hop, and maybe we would have got the guy out at first.
At least kept it in the infield.
Yeah.
So a runner on. He's going before the pitch. He was almost to second base before that pitch left the hand of McCormick. No one. Didn't get any help from the dugout.
We haven't seen pitchers really, I mean, obviously Chandler didn't have any runners on, but Logan really didn't look to the runners on base either. He just was really focusing on the batters in the box.
That one high 2-0 to Pogue. And the next is nubbed, and this one will go foul on the third base side. Picked up by Martin there. And Lazier will have to go back to second base. 2 balls and a strike to Pogue. He had a base hit and a run scored last inning. Part of that 5-run first. The next from McCormick, swung on and missed. That's strike 3. The ball went to the backstop, and he's safe at first. The throw from Sylvie just a tick too late. So it's a strikeout, E2. And the runner, Lazier, went all the way to third. Still nobody out. And that brings in Cooper Keel. Keel had a base hit and a run scored in the first. Pitch from McCormick, runner going from first, and they'll let him have it.
Sylvie kind of lobbed the ball back to McCormick as Coach Ryan Griffin yelled down there, "What are you doing?"
That's where you do one of those hard throws back to the pitcher to try and bait that runner off at third base.
Yeah.
Fouled out of play.
First and third situation. You know, McCormick is throwing strikes here, so definitely going right at those batters.
The next, this one is hit to the third base. Nice stab there by Martin. He bobbles it, though, and everyone's going to be safe. Lazier comes in. We'll give him a base hit there because it took a nice play just to get to that ball, and I think he would have beat it out anyway, Cooper.
Yeah.
Going down the line.
Keel's very fast.
Over to third goes Pogue, and Keel at first, still nobody out, and the pitcher Chandler will bat. Runners at the corners, nobody out. Runner goes down to second, and they'll let him have that. So now second and third, nobody out, and the count is 1-0 to Caden Chandler.
Some pretty aggressive base running from the Bobcats, but if they're going to let you have second, just keep getting out there and getting in scoring position.
That one back to the screen to even the count at a ball and a strike. That one called a strike. 1-2 the count. Now Chandler have to shorten up a little bit here against Kenny McCormick. Popped out of play and foul behind home plate. Still 1-2. Nobody out here in the top of the second inning. McCormick comes set, looks at that runner at third and delivers a ball in the dirt right back to Sylvie behind the plate, and it's 2-2.
Sylvie reached up and grabbed that like he'd done it a few times before, like he had worked that wooden backstop enough in practice that he knew where that ball was going.
Exactly. 2 balls, 2 strikes, runners at second and third, nobody out, and that one is hit up the middle and a base hit into short center. 2 runs are going to score on the hit by Chandler. And it's 8-0 Bowling Green.
That ball was ripped right up the middle from Chandler, and I mean, you had Will Shepard there, but once again, I just feel like the ball's missing his glove. He's right there, but he's not getting them.
That one took a big hop on him.
Mm-hmm.
They thought about bringing out a courtesy runner, and now they will for the pitcher. And that's number 2, Zach Gibson. So Gibson will run for the pitcher Chandler with nobody out here in the top of the second inning. The batter will be Owen Niemeyer. Niemeyer reached on an error. On a fly ball to right field his first time up. Runner goes. Throw down is late. Bouncing throw from Sylvie and a stolen base for Gibson. It was close.
Mm-hmm. It was right on target from Sylvie.
1-0 is outside, 2-0. As the clouds cover up the sun here. A little breeze, a little chill in the air now. The next from McCormick is low and away. And a 3-0 count. Big lead from Gibson at second base. And that one misses, a 4-pitch walk.
I think it's hard to come back and those strikes after, you know, you're throwing some strikes, ball's getting put in play right to your defense, and unfortunately they're not helping you out as much as you'd like, so making you pitch more.
Exactly. There's a strike on the first pitch to Heinecker, and it's 0-1. He struck out his first time up. Looking to put the ball in play here. 2 aboard, nobody out, and that one is called a strike. I think he did a good job checking his swing, but it was called low in the zone.
Ran right past his knees.
And the next from McCormick is called a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Braden Heinecker. Bowling Green center fielder digs back in, ready for another. And that one bounces in. The runners will advance to second and third, and the count goes even 2-2. Gibson running for Chandler at third base. Niemeyer at second. And McCormick back on top for a 2-2 offering to Heinecker. Called strike 3. Nice pitch from Kenny in the first out here in the top of the second inning.
Kind of froze Heinecker there. I don't think he was expecting in. Seemed to me like he was looking out, and he just got froze on that inside pitch.
So second and third now 1 out for the Bobcats. They put 3 across in the inning, lead 8-0. That one's outside for ball 1 to Tristan Charlton. He reached on an error by the left fielder his first time up. And takes the ball low, 2-0. McCormick. Long look in, now looks at that runner at third base. Comes set. And a high strike called to Charlton. 2 balls and a strike to the first baseman for the Bobcats. I'm a fan of the high socks.
I like it. Reminds me of Skip Schumacher.
Are you a Skip fan?
I was a big Skip fan.
That one missed. 3-1. That one goes to the screen, and they're going to say actually hit him. A hit by pitch. And down to first is Charlton to load the bases with 1 out for DJ Feldman. Feldman grounded back to the pitcher his first time up. 0 for 1 today. McCormick comes set, kicks and delivers, and that one's back to the screen as well. They're going to try and score that runner. Gibson on the backhand throw. He's safe. He got under the tag of McCormick. Nice throw by Sylvia. Just got a little high, and the swipe tag from McCormick wasn't on the ground. And under that is Gibson to score the 9th run of the ball game for Bowling Green.
Sylvie got over there quick, and he did what he had to do. Gibson he's a little fast, a little too fast.
The other runners move up as well, so it's second and third with 1 out. And that pitch misses to Feldman. 2 balls and a strike. And the next is off the glove of Sylvie and back to the screen, 3-1. I like that the umpires have gone from the blue shirts to the black shirts.
I don't know if
that's just because it's cold or whatnot, but
I do like it.
That's a strike called on the inside corner, and the count goes full to Feldman.
And now, Kenny McCormick or DJ Feldman, they have to win this battle here. Feldman puts it in play, he's going to score a run.
The 3-2 pitch. Good pitch, good cut. Spoiled it. Did Feldman. Hits it back to the screen. And they'll try it again. 1 out, runners at second and third. 9-0 Bobcats. A 3-2 pitch, and this one is chopped past the pitcher to the shortstop. Up with it, throw over is, he pulled him off the bag. They're going to call him out. The runner does come in from third. As the throw from Shepard was high, but a nice job by Camps. And now we're going to have a little discussion between the Bowling Green coaches, the field umpire, now the home plate umpire. He's going to ask for an appeal, and he is out. Home plate umpire concurs with the call on the field. But it's 10-0. So a productive out for Feldman. 6-3 on the put out. And in to score is Niemeyer. Over to third is Charlton. Actually, he stayed at second.
He got kind of caught up when Niemeyer didn't go home as soon as Charlton was expecting.
Here's another one. Exact same play to the shortstop. Throw over. This time is a little bit better. And that retires the side. 6-3 on the put out. But Bowling Green equals the output from the first inning. They put 5 more on the board, and we go to the bottom of the second. Now 10-0 Bobcats on KJFM.
Daily life is a bit different right now than what we're used to, but let's remember that this too shall pass and try to find ways to keep positive, help others in need, spend quality time with family, exercise, pray, do something that helps you feel empowered and moving forward. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, praying for good to come out of trials.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Cellular and Satellite Center, the Mercantile Bank and Bowling Green Tractor.
To the bottom of the second we go here from Louisiana, Wallace Memorial Park. Bowling Green with 5 runs in each of the first 2 innings. Louisiana, they went down 1-2-3 in the bottom of the first, all via the strikeout. And we'll see if they can put some hits together here to get back in this ball game a little bit.
They're in the heart of their lineup here. 4, 5, 6 coming up for Louisiana. And that means Cole Martin, Jordan Locke, and Sheldon Sylvie will come to the batter's box and face Chandler.
Baseball on Eagle 102 brought to you in part by Orff Construction, the Hayden Motorsports Center, and LA Auto Sales. So back out there for his second inning of work is Caden Chandler. So a couple of number 4s on the mound in this ball game. McCormick in relief of Logan. And Chandler, who's yet to allow a hit, striking out every batter he's faced so far. The first pitch to Martin is high for ball 1. That one misses. 2-0. That's tough for a pitcher to have 2 long innings like that. Both the first and the second. Bowling Green has batted 9.
Easy to lose focus, easy to lose your rhythm.
That one just misses. 3-0. Just a little bit low. He's going to have to battle here. And he missed a 4-pitch walk. First base runner of the ball game for Louisiana. And that'll bring in Jordan Locke. Locke's the center fielder while he moved over from center to left, I believe.
He did.
Where's number 25? Not a prototypical center fielder. He looks like more of a first or third baseman power guy.
Yep. I was thinking third.
The first one missed. That's 5 straight out of the zone to start this inning. Long look at that runner. Now Chandler comes set, and there's a big cut and a swing and a miss. Evens things up at 1-1 to Locke. Runner at first is Martin. There's a strike called. 1-2. Good job framing that by the catcher, Cooper Keel. One ball, 2 strikes. The next to Locke, and a swing and a miss. And a strikeout is the 4th of the afternoon for Caden Chandler. And the first out here in the bottom of the second inning.
We were talking about Logan doing it all himself. I think Chandler's in that same boat today.
That one misses on the first pitch to Sheldon Sylvie, the catcher for the Bulldogs. Look at that runner again, and now the pitch is called a strike at the bottom of the zone. And it's a 1-1 count. There's another strike called. So he's getting those calls there. low in the zone, so he's going after it. That's going to be tough for these Louisiana hitters. 1-2, and that one misses.
Elevated just a little bit that time.
Fisher on deck, Sylvie, in a 2-2 count with Martin at first. That one up and in. The count goes full.
And Keel throws back down, and
ooh, they almost
had him.
Caught him sleeping there with the Molina pick. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, runner at first. The next is called a strike as Sylvie was backing away from it. You can't run away from the close ones like that on the inner half. You've got to spoil that pitch and
get your hands on it, stay in that at bat.
That'll bring in Fisher batting from the left-hand side. He takes a ball low.
Second left-handed batter of the game, and both on Louisiana's side.
And the next, big cut there. They're both free swingers, too. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs and a runner at first. There's a strike called, and Chandler a pitch away from striking out the side for the second straight inning. Just missed inside.
He's really coming at these batters, attacking the zone, attacking their weaknesses.
Mm-hmm. This one hit in the air. Backing up on it, the second baseman, and he'll make the catch. Nice play by Feldman going back to retire the side. So the first out that the fielders have had to do something with comes to end the bottom of the second inning. Louisiana held scoreless again. They trail the Bobcats 10-0 with Bowling Green coming up on KJFM.
Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy, where the #1 priority is the customer and adding new services to help simplify your life and building a strong, high-performance financial services organization. Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy, your community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
To the third inning we go. Bowling Green has put up 5 in each of the first 2 innings, batted 9 in both the first and the second. So for the third time in this ball game, they'll lead it off with the top hitter in the order, and that's Clay Lazier. 1, 2, and 3, Lazier, Pogue, and Keel, as it's been all Bobcats here to start this ball game out. And Louisiana will trot out their third pitcher of the afternoon, and that's number 19, Riley Perrine. The senior will follow Logan and McCormick.
Looks like McCormick took over at second base for the Bulldogs.
So he'll complete his warm-up tosses, and we'll remind you that baseball on KJFM is brought to you by Lynn's Heritage House, Bowling Green Lumber Company, and Airco Convenience Centers. Try and get a couple more ball games in for you next week. It's hard enough getting the first one in.
I know. Hopefully Mother Nature holds off and the rain holds off.
This has been a wet week after our debut broadcast was canceled last week. We were supposed to do Bowling Green and Hallsville. So already changes to the schedules, and that's always tough for the ADs, the spring season.
Yeah.
You know, you just wish that Mother Nature would have cooperated a little more after everything we've been through the last couple of years. Let's get some baseball games in. But
yeah, you couldn't give us a better year.
But no, torrential downpours,
yeah.
Possible tornado activity, you know. That's what we get instead.
And the worst part is they run out of time, because May, I feel like these last few months of a school year just go by so much quicker than the fall, and it's hard to make that schedule change.
Lazier digs in, for the third time, facing a third different pitcher. Perrine will start from the stretch, it looks like. Here with the bases empty. And the first pitch to Lazier is low and away for ball one. I think that's the first time Lazier hasn't offered at the first pitch, too. That one fouled back to the screen. Even syncs up at 1-1.
Lazier just looks like he wants to hit the ball. He digs in and he sees something he likes, he swings.
He likes to hit, he likes to run. Where's number 42 on the back of that Bowling Green camo top? This one is lifted into short center field, and it will drop in front of Logan. A leadoff hit. Third time Lazier's been on in this ball game. He just went out and got it. Put it in a spot where they weren't. And that'll bring in a Cody Pogue for the third time. He is a single, struck out but reached on a pass ball and scored 2 runs in this ball game. And the first pitch, runner bluffs and Pogue takes a strike. $10-0 Bobcats here in the top of the third. Lazier takes his lead again. Perrine comes set. Kicks and delivers. Off speed, grounded to the third baseman. Backhanded by Martin over there. Throw is low. Good stretch at first base by Caps. And retired for the first time is Pogue.
Good stretch, good dig. Martin got behind that ball. Only my coach in college always said, don't backhand anything you don't have to. And we would run for that. So I wanted to immediately tell him, hey, take a lap.
Moves the runner over Lazier, and the batter will be Cooper Keel. And this one is roped into left, and that's going to be way over the head of the left fielder, and it's going to score a run. Extra bases, first extra base hit of the ball game. And to score is Lazier on the double by Keel, and it's 11-0 Bobcats here in the third.
Really good relay, though, from Jordan Locke. He got to that ball really quickly, got it in. Good throw, hit his cut. You know, there's nothing more that you could ask from Locke on that play.
Yeah, the positioning, that's set by the coaches. So this one is hit into right. Late on it was the hitter, and over to make the catch out there is the Louisiana right fielder. And that's the second out. So Louisiana doing well against the top of the order this time, although they have allowed a run. The runner did tag and go to third. So he's there now with 2 outs. And this one is hit. Nice pick there by the third baseman, Martin. And he hangs on to that liner and shakes his hand off a little bit. That stung, but it keeps Bowling Green from causing any further damage. They score 1 in the inning as Lazier crossed the plate on the double by Keel. 11-0 as we head to the bottom of the third. Bowling Green up on Louisiana on KJFM.
Show off your school pride today with the Bulldog debit card from Bank of Louisiana. Every time you use your Bulldog debit card, Bank of Louisiana will make a donation to the Louisiana School District. Stop by the bank today and get your new Bulldog debit card so you can start supporting the teachers and students with every swipe. The Bulldog debit card from Bank of Louisiana. Member FDIC.
High school sports on KJFM is brought to you by Vicky Cadwallader Real Estate and Perkins Electrical Service.
To the bottom of the third we go. A good inning defensively for Louisiana. Only gave up the 1 run. Trail the Bowling Green Bobcats 11-0. But maybe a little momentum after that and see if they can get some hitters aboard here in the home half of the third inning.
Yeah, they got those outs pretty quickly, and that always swings some momentum. Whether they get some base runners on, start seeing the ball, maybe not strike out the side both times here. That's what you want. You want that momentum, you want that shift, and it's not another 5 runs added to that deficit.
Baseball on KJFM brought to you this week by B&B Automotive, the Hen House, Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, also PJ Salon, the Cross Lumber Company in Bowling Green, Ted Brown Hauling and Backhoe, and Danny Orff General Contracting. All the action right here on KJFM. 102.1 at KJFMradio.com. The KJFM radio app or on Alexa.
We're 8-9-1 for the Bulldogs. Kenny McCormick is stepping in.
And his first hack is a foul tip into the glove of Cooper Keel. And an 0-1 count. McCormick, Logan, then back to the top for Shepard in the 0-1. Called a strike on the inside corner. McCormick gave up 5 runs, but I didn't think was bad in his inning of work on the mound, as that one's fouled out of play. And it stays an 0-2 count. Where's McCormick? Second base now?
He's a second base.
Yeah, his third position of the day.
Really moving him around.
There's a strike called, and another strikeout for Caden Chandler.
He's just making it look effortless, like out there. He sets it up. He'll get 2 strikes on him pretty quickly, and then he gets to do whatever he wants, and typically it's going in his favor here.
That's his 6th strikeout of the 7 outs recorded. And a swing and a miss by Logan to start his first at bat. Logan was the starting pitcher for Louisiana, is the pitcher of record. He took a line drive off his ankle in the top of the first inning, his only inning of work, and he swings and misses at that one, 0-2. The next on its way from Chandler, and a swing and a miss, another strikeout. Number 8 on the afternoon. And it brings us back to the top of the order for Will Shepard, who struck out to start the day for Louisiana. See if he has the same attack, just throwing darts at him as that one's fouled back to the screen off the catcher. 0-1 to Shepard, and he's just trying to overpower the leadoff hitter for the Bulldogs.
Good approach from Shepard, though. You know, his last at bat, he was kind of seeing what Chandler had. This time he's going up there hacking. He knows Chandler's going to try to put it by him.
That's where you throw a breaking ball and just screw him into the dirt. And he tried it there, but didn't get the grip. And you see the smile on the face of Caden Chandler. And the count goes to 1-1. Up and in. 2 balls and a strike to Shepard. The only base runner today for Louisiana was Martin via a walk in the second inning. The 2-1, fouled, and just sneaks over the screen on the first base side into the Bowling Green fan section. 2-2. Here comes another. The 2-2 pitch. Strike 3 called. Shepard knew it. And we'll have to walk back to the dugout as, again, striking out the side is the Bowling Green pitcher, Caden Chandler. Bowling Green coming up in the 4th, leading 11-0 here at Louisiana on KJFM.
Pike County, Missouri Health Department is accepting appointments for upcoming COVID vaccination clinics. Appointments can be made online at www.pikecountyhealth.org or by calling our office at 573-324-2111. These will be on a first-come, first-served basis. Stay up to date with more clinics by subscribing to our PCHD e-news. If you do not have internet access, please call our office and ask how we can help you stay informed.
Need a little good news in your life? State Farm has new, lower car insurance rates in Missouri, so you can now get the service and convenience of State Farm agent Cindy Blaylock at an even better price. Call me today at 573-754-5575. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
Top of the fourth, and for the first time in this ballgame, Clay Lazier won't lead things off for Bowling Green. Baseball on KJFM brought to you this afternoon by Orff Construction, Hayden's Motorsports Center, LA Auto Sales, and Knight Equipment Company. So instead of Lazier, it'll be Niemeyer, Heinecker, and Charlton for Bowling Green. And Perrine out there for his second inning of work. He only faced 4 batters in his one inning.
Yeah, he was pitching to contact, and Bowling Green hit some hard balls. They were line drives, and Louisiana defense was right there.
Actually faced 5, as Niemeyer actually had the last out. So it'll be Heinecker, Charlton, and Feldman to lead things off. Forgot to write down the ground out to the line out to third. That ended that last inning. So Heinecker leads things off, the center fielder for the Bobcats. And now the umpire says that Perrine can proceed. And his first pitch is grounded back up the middle. Shortstop wants it. Throw over in time. Nice play. Shepard over to Camps at first. 6-3 on the putout. And the leadoff batter retired for the first time in this ballgame for Bowling Green. It seems like Shepard maybe settling in a little bit, not trying to do too much there, just getting over, making sure he has a good, his feet set to make those plays that were kind of getting through him the first couple of innings.
Yeah, and it's all about, sometimes it's the spin of the pitch too. Maybe Perrine is throwing a different pitch and not as much to defend against out there.
So Charlton will be replaced by Seth Huber. So a pinch hitter here in the top of the fourth inning for Bowling Green. And we'll see what Huber has. First pitch to him is off the top of his helmet, so we won't get to see him swing the bat. He's hit by a pitch. And we'll take a spot at first base.
Upping that on-base percentage.
That's how you stay in the lineup as a pinch hitter.
Keep the ball magnet in your back pocket.
And another pinch hitter for Bowling Green. That'll be Adam Twellman. Twellman, one of the players that Matthew Jane talked about in your interview, coming off the bench for the Bobcats.
Bowling Green's so deep this year, I'm sure that you'll see a lot of players in and out in these games. They have so much depth at every position, and really makes it easy to turn to different guys in different games and situations.
Against different pitchers.
Yep.
Pitch from Perrine is grounded to the third baseman. They're going to try and get the out at second. They do there. Throw across, and they just beat it out at first base. Did Twellman, to avoid the double play, but they get the lead runner. So
quick turn from Kenny McCormick there at second base, getting over there. It was a little slow, but as soon as he got that ball, he fired it right over to first base and made it pretty close.
So 5-4 on the fielder's choice, and there's 2 away. And batting this time is going to be Charlie Bowen in that 9 spot. So he'll bat instead of Miller this time. Miller was 0 for 2. So Charlie gets an opportunity in the batter's box here in the number 9 spot. 2 outs, runner at first. And the pitch is low for ball 1 to Charlie Bowen. And the Bowling Green dugout starts to make a little noise. Like when Charlie does anything, people make noise. This one lifted on the infield. It's going to stay on the field. Under it is the first baseman. Collision. And did he make the catch? He did for the third out in foul territory.
The second baseman in Perrine came out there, and he tried to take over and get that ball on the foul line.
So the catch was made by the first baseman, Camps, in foul territory to end the inning. So Bowen is retired. Bowling Green kept off the scoreboard for the first time. They still do lead, however, 11-0 as Louisiana comes to bat in the bottom of the fourth after this on KJFM.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by State Farm Insurance, Cindy Blaylock, Young Enterprises Incorporated, and Pike County Memorial Hospital.
To the bottom of the fourth we go. Louisiana will send up the 2, 3, and 4 hitters, Perrine, Capps, and Martin.
Bowling Green's defense is warming up out there, and they're looking pretty good. They just want a ground ball. They're saying, please, Caden Chandler.
Yeah, let them hit it.
Yeah.
Come on. Take a few MPH off that fastball.
Let us play.
Instead of giving the heater, it's giving the changeup.
Yeah.
So Perrine, a strikeout victim looking back in the first inning, will bat for the second time here in the bottom of the fourth. And the first pitch from Chandler is a dart right down central for strike one. The changeup not in his repertoire. Strike two, right down the middle again. Rock and fire.
And until Louisiana starts swinging the bat, I'd keep throwing it too.
Exactly. That hit him off the hand, and you heard that sound off the bones there in his hand.
Can't feel good.
He did the low five with the other hand. As he's hit by a pitch, he's the second base runner of the afternoon for Louisiana, and that'll bring in the free swinging Ryan Capps. Struck out his first time up. All but one out have been recorded via the strikeout. That one in the dirt. To the big first baseman. Martin on deck. The 1-0 is low again, 2-0.
Trying to find his rhythm after hitting Perrine. He wants to come back here, and it's tough when you have a strong three-hitter here with Ryan Capps.
That one is hit strong in the right field, but right at Bowen out there. Is it Bowen?
It looks like it.
Yeah, that's Charlie out there still.
I know they were doing some moving around, so.
So a nice play running in by Charlie for the first out.
Quick hands, though, from Ryan Capps there.
Oh, yeah.
Turned on that pitch really nicely. I think left-handed batters just have a naturally beautiful swing.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
First pitch was a ball to Martin. And there's a strike to back it up, 1-1. Martin drew a walk, so no official at bat today. One of two base runners for Louisiana. That one on the inside corner. And it's 1-2.
Interesting from Martin. He doesn't leave the box.
No, not at all.
Right there.
Doesn't readjust his feet or anything. And there's a swing and a miss and another strikeout for Caden Chandler. The second out here in the bottom of the fourth inning.
Brings that to 9 strikeouts already today.
Baseball on KJFM, brought to you in part by Lynn's Heritage House, Bowling Green Lumber Company, Airco Convenience Centers, as that one's back to the screen on a foul ball, and Knight Equipment Company. Follow the action here on KJFM, on KJFMradio.com, KJFM radio app, and on your Alexa-enabled device. Everywhere. The next on its way, and that one's outside. To the left fielder, Jordan Locke. Here comes another, and that's swung on and missed. Ball and 2 strikes. With the catcher, Sylvie, waiting on deck. Got those shin guards on. Swing and a miss, and another strikeout The second time he struck out Locke, and that retires the side here in the bottom of the fourth. Louisiana leaves a runner on board. The second time they've done that in this ball game, and we head to the top of the fifth. It's 11-0 Bobcats on KJFM.
With winter weather upon us, remember One Multi-Sports Complex in Bowling Green is your warm, dry place to get your softball and baseball work in. Call Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green to schedule your appointment and inquire about memberships. One Multi-Sports Complex, just off VFW Road in Bowling Green.
Is it time to renew, redo, or rebuild? I'm Christine Rutherford, and we have loans designed specifically for repairs and renovations, along with home equity lines of credit. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender, MLO number 421603, NMLS number 407724.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
11-0 Bowling Green as they come to bat here in the top of the fifth inning. It'll be, now who else? Lazier leading things off, followed by Pogue and Keel. Fourth time in 5 innings that they've led off with the top of the order.
Good game to get some at-bats in.
Yeah.
See some pitches from a variety of pitchers. 3 different pitchers this game.
Riley Perrine in his third inning of work, though, and they found something that they can work with here.
Yeah, kind of silenced the bats of the Bobcats a little bit here over these last 2 innings.
He's got a little different style than the starting pitcher, Logan, and the first reliever, McCormick. He just gets up there and throws.
When he comes set, it's like very aggressive to that set spot, and he pauses and then he goes, and he really slows down after he hits that aggressive set.
Exactly. You know, Lazier's been on base 3 times. He's like, let me bat in another spot. I want some RBIs out there. He'll have to deal with the runs scored. He's scored 3 of the 11 for Bowling Green in this ball game. And the first pitch to Clay is low for ball 1. Hits in the first, second, and third inning. Didn't bat last inning. And the 1-0 pitch is fouled off the foot of Lazier.
He headbutted it into play.
That's one way of doing it. Anything to get on, right?
Yeah.
1 ball, 1 strike to the leadoff batter, Clay Lazier. Good crowd here at Wallace Memorial Park in Louisiana for this ball game. They've been waiting a long time to see some baseball. That one misses.
We were excited for baseball, but I think Pike County was excited for baseball. That's what it looks like here today.
Everybody's excited to see the guys back on the diamond. The 2-1. That one is nubbed toward the first baseman. Actually, the pitcher will chase after it, an underhand to the first baseman for Louisiana. Ryan Capps, he said, you go get that.
Yeah.
So 1-3 on the putout.
Lazier was way out in front of that pitch, and I think he thought that he fouled it.
Yeah.
Hesitant to run down to first base at first, and then he realized, oh, it's going to first base.
So he's retired for the first time in this ball game, and that'll bring in Cody Pogue. And he takes a strike inside.
Really nice pitch from Perrine there. Pogue turned on it, didn't like it. Still called a strike, though.
He has a base hit. Struck out but reached on a drop third strike in the second inning. Grounded to the third baseman last time up, so he's 1 for 3. And even with a 1-1 count here. The pitch from Breen is in the dirt, 2-1. As that breeze picks up a little bit, it's actually blowing in. And this is already a big ballpark.
It's a pitcher's friend.
The 2-1 offering, up high, 3-1. A lot of ground to cover if you're an outfielder, though.
Yes.
They don't have the dimensions up anymore on the fence. There's a big one. This one popped up, mile high. It'll make it out of play. in between that grandstand and the dugout. So a 3-2 count now to Cody Pogue as he was ripping all the way there on 3-1. Perrine back on top. Pogue digs back into the right-hand batter's box. Payoff pitch. Swung on and missed. May have foul tipped it into the glove. I think I heard a little bit of contact there, but a nice pitch and a big strikeout for Perrine. They'll throw it around as the bases are empty with 2 outs. And that brings in Cooper Keel. Keel's the catcher. As Perrine gets a sign, kicks and delivers. This one is roped in the left, one hopper, and brought back in quickly. A 2-out hit for Keel, and he was right on that first pitch.
Yeah, jumped right on that first pitch. It was in his wheelhouse. He stepped right into it, turned really quickly, drove that ball to left field.
That'll bring in the pitcher, Chandler. The pitcher and cleanup hitter. They'll check on that runner and a dive back into first base.
It's something we haven't seen a lot of today, is throwing back at runners. Throwing to first base behind them.
Keeping him honest, trying to keep him close. First pitch to Chandler is inside corner for strike 1. Chandler today reached on a fielder's choice in the first, singled in the second, and flew out to right his third time up. Another check on that runner at first and back in safely with a slide is Cooper Keel. A little prettier slide that time, not as much belly flop. 0-1 the count. The next is hit in the left. It's deep, moving back on it, and it's over the head of the left fielder, Jordan Locke. They're going to try and score that runner all the way from first, and they will as they miss the cutoff, and a nice slide in there to home by Cooper Keel to make it 12-0 Bowling Green here in the top of the 5th inning. Little 2-out work there.
Looked like Jordan Locke got right to the spot that he thought the ball would be. Kind of floated a little bit, and that ball floated right over his head. Got it in quickly. Keel was a little too quick. He's got wheels.
And it just short hopped the cutoff man and got through, and that's what allowed him to score without a throw at the plate. And that'll bring in Owen Niemeyer with 2 outs and a runner at second base, and that one's taken inside for ball 1. Chandler takes a running lead off of second base. Trying to get into the head of Perrine. This one's popped up. Foul territory behind us. And off the top of the concession area. 1-1.
I think it's sitting on the concession area. It's not coming back down. Found its home.
Evens the count at 1-1. I'm sure there's a few of them up there. Little foul tip there. And the count goes to 1-2 as Niemeyer was fooled by the off-speed pitch. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs and a runner at second base. The next to Niemeyer from Perrine. Strike 3 called, got him with the curve.
A couple big strikeouts for Perrine that inning.
He does give up a run in the frame. Bowling Green has extended their advantage now to 12-0. Louisiana needs some runs or this ball game will end in 5. We'll see what happens when we come back on KJFM.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned pharmacies. There's one right here. Health Mart pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because, just like you, they support their community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned and hometown proud.
Louisiana is a Health Mart town. Family Drug Health Mart Pharmacy. The right people, the right price, right downtown. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
High school sports on KJFM is brought to you by Abel's Quick Shops, Mike's Tire and Service Center, and All Parts.
Bobcats lead Louisiana 12-0 as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Baseball on KJFM brought to you by B&B Automotive, the Hen House, Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, also by PJ Salon, the Cross Lumber Company in Bowling Green, Ted Brown Hauling and Backhoe, and Danny Orff General Contracting. So the last chance here for Louisiana, and they'll send up Sylvie, Fisher, and McCormick. If anyone gets on, Logan will bat here for the Bulldogs. Bowling Green showing a year hiatus has not really changed who they are as a team. They've been dominant here today. And I think as the season goes along, Maddie, they'll get some more contributions from the bottom half of that order.
Yeah, the bottom half of that order definitely is going to, I think, help towards the end of the year. It's all about timing and getting their hands through and getting on top of the ball.
There's a strike called on the first pitch to Sheldon Sylvie. He was a strikeout victim back in the second inning, looking. His only at-bat today. That one low and in. Even the count at 1-1.
Backed him off the plate there. Chandler doesn't want to do too much here. He just wants to get 3 outs and
go
send
home.
his team home.
That's a high strike called right at the letters across the chest of Sylvie. 1-2. The next on its way. Swung on and missed, and that's the first out here in the bottom of the 5th inning. So Sylvie retired via the strikeout for the second time. That'll bring in Fisher. One of 2 lefties in the order for the Bulldogs. And he takes one just off the black of the plate on the outside corner. 1-0. Brady wanted to pull the trigger there, held up and took a strike. And he was not happy with himself after that pitch was called a strike. That's a low strike, 1-2.
His last at-bat, he had a nice shot to right field. He could do it again here. Just got to put the bat on the ball and swing the bat.
That one kind of overloaded on by Chandler. Overcooked the fastball, put it high and away. Even the count at 2-2. And the next misses low. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Yeah, he did lift one into short right field. The second baseman went out and got it. That one's fouled. Ooh, big cut there from Fisher. And he stays alive in a 3-2 count. That one had some action off the screen. Another 3-2 offering. And he missed high. Third base runner of the day. And the first time Fisher has reached successfully. Still no hits for the Bulldogs, and McCormick would like to change that here. 1 on, 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Check on that runner, and back in safely is Fisher. 12-0 Bobcats. Fouled back. McCormick did a good job making contact, but he was in an 0-2 hole quickly. Ended up striking out looking in the 3rd inning. But he fouled off 2 or 3.
Played 3 positions today.
Been all over the place.
Yeah, big team player.
Another check on that runner, and back in safely is Fisher. As the first baseman for Bowling Green is now Seth Huber over there, and another check. So he stayed in earlier when he batted for Chandler. This one is a base hit. Breaks up the no-no in the bottom of the 5th inning, and McCormick is on. He just guided that one between first and second and into short right field. And Louisiana has something going, and I think that's going to be all for Caden Chandler. They'll bring in the closer. They were going to leave him in there as long as he had the no-hitter, I think. And now they will change things out as the situation has gotten a little dicey. They'll bring in Tristan Chandler to try and close out Louisiana. We'll take a break as they warm up the new pitcher. 12-0 Bowling Green, Louisiana, with runners at first and second on KJFM.
Hey, this is Ryan with Mid-America Auto and Towing in Bowling Green, and we've got the lot looking good and ready to go. We've got something for everybody's budget. We have a constant rotation of new inventory, including cars, trucks, and SUVs. So if you're out and you're looking for a new car, come by and see me. The Mid-America Auto and Towing, just off Highway 54 in Bowling Green, is a one-stop shop. Like us on Facebook or check out our website, midamericaautoandtowing.com.
Eagle 102 Sports on KJFM is brought to you by Ingram Plumbing, Bowling Green Pharmacy, and Mid-America Auto and Towing.
So the new pitcher for the Bobcats is Tristan Chandler. He started the game at first base. And they just swapped positions, so Tristan Charlton. I don't know why I was saying Chandler the whole time. I think I wrote it down wrong. But anyway, I know who he is. It's early in the season for us, too.
Yeah. Charlton just a little bit slower than Chandler.
Yeah.
Chandler was throwing BBs today.
Yes, he was, and allows just one hit in 4 1/3 inning of work. Striking out, let's see.
I think I have 11. I could be off one.
I think 10 or 11, yeah. I may have missed one as well in there, counting quickly, but double-digit strikeouts regardless.
Yeah, I have 11 for Chandler, and still I think if you're Matt Jane, you're thinking good game from Chandler.
Yeah, it's a nice way to start the season, and Charlton's first batter faced will be the number 9 hitter, Jack Logan.
1 out, looking to get a force at third base here, and
he pops it up. Mile high. It's going to stay on the infield. Who wants it? First baseman. And making the catch there is Caden Chandler. And there's 2 away, and 1 pitch, 1 out. That's how you want to be when you're coming in relief trying to close out games. So still runners at first and second. Did they call the infield fly on that?
I didn't see them call it.
It should have been.
Yeah.
So there's 2 away now, runners at first and second, and Charlton ready for another, and that one is in the dirt on the first pitch to the leadoff hitter in this order, Will Shepard, batting for the 3rd time.
Bobcats need 1 out to close the game and send them home.
The next is low, 2-0 to Shepard. And Charlton took a little walk, but now he's back up on top and ready. The 2-0 pitch. Ooh, called a ball. I think that's the height of Shepard that aided that call. It was a pretty good pitch.
The last thing we want to do is walk somebody here and extend this game. Just need to find that strike zone for Charlton.
Yeah, you don't want to load the bases, that's for sure. And he walked him. First walk issued by Charlton. And the bases are loaded now for Louisiana. They've gotten their first hit. Now they get their first runners into scoring position. And you got to end this game right here.
You have
a pinch hitter.
Yeah, pinch hitter.
That'll be Ryan Langley. Interesting place to bring in a pinch hitter.
Senior, so he has the experience that they're looking for in this situation. Put a run up on the board for the Bulldogs.
They need 2 to continue the game, or 3 actually, to get it under 10 here in the 5th. So Charlton trying to close this out for Chandler. And the first pitch is high for ball 1, and you just got to throw strikes at this point. You got a good defense behind you.
Right.
You got Langley coming off the bench. Throw strikes, make him hit it. Did he call that one a ball? I think he did, as it goes back to the screen off the glove of Keel, 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. Bases are loaded, so a walk is a run for Louisiana. That one's outside, 3-0.
Easier said than done, but we have to attack the lineup and try to secure that last out, especially somebody that's off the bench.
Mm-hmm.
Throw a strike, let him swing the bat, let him hit the ball.
3-0, and that's in the dirt. It's a walk and a run. Louisiana on the board. As coming across is Fisher to get the Bulldogs in the score column. Back-to-back walks. Bases still loaded. And the hitter is going to be Ryan Capps. There's a strike called as Capps was taken all the way.
It's a dangerous spot to be in with Capps in the batter's box.
Uh-huh. He's got a home run power, and there's a strike called. It's 0-2, and Louisiana down to their last strike. Charlton in relief of Chandler. Bases loaded. 2 outs. Here comes. Foul tip held on to by Keel, and the Bobcats win this one 12-1 over Louisiana. We'll have the postgame show for you after this on KJFM.
The Eagle 102 postgame show is coming up, brought to you by Abel's Quick Shops.
Here's one question that has no wrong answer. Are you going to choose the new Shell and Fuel Rewards card to be used at Shell stations, or the Shell and Fuel Rewards MasterCard that can be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted? With both, you save 10 cents per gallon, up to 20 gallons every time you fill up. And you also earn 10% rebates on your first $1,200 in non-fuel purchases per year at Shell stations. See? You can't go wrong with either. Visit www.shell.us/getrewards and apply today. At participating Shell stations only. Terms and conditions apply.
The Mercantile Bank of Louisiana is introducing Merc BK Mobile with the ability to take a picture of your check and deposit it into your Mercantile Bank account. You'll never have to worry about getting to the bank. Find more information by visiting mercbk.com. The Mercantile Bank, located on the corner of 3rd and Georgia Streets in downtown Louisiana. Member FDIC.
Ingram Plumbing has always been known for its outstanding plumbing service. But did you know that Ingram's is also the largest retail plumbing supply store in the area? We carry Delta faucets, a complete line of Whirlpool tubs and showers, jacuzzi pumps, and many other specialty items. Stop by Ingram Plumbing today, Highway 61, Bowling Green.
Farmers, the crew at Mike's Tire and Service Center is here to serve you. They know the hours you put in, which makes it difficult to get that equipment in for service. Therefore, they offer on-the-farm tire repair. Hi, folks. My name is Cody Kirkendall, Mike's Tire and Service Center, located on Business Highway 61 in Bowling Green.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
Time now for the Eagle 102 postgame show on KJFM, sponsored by Abel's Quick Shops.
12-1 our final. Bowling Green over Louisiana here at Wallace Memorial Park. And Maddie, pitching and defense win championships, and Bowling Green had a great first performance of the season from Caden Chandler as he strikes out 11 Bulldogs. 12 struck out in the game for Louisiana, but the defense had it easy today for Bowling Green.
The defense did have it easy. I think Chandler did an awesome job. That's especially what you want to see from your pitcher as Matt Jane, head coach. That's what you want to see, especially first game out, a conference game, conference rival. I think he did a fantastic job, and he attacked batters well, and unfortunately he was wanting his defense to work. He was just putting it past people.
Exactly. Louisiana, there's some stuff out there they need to work on, but I was impressed by the third pitcher of the day, Perrine. He pitched 3 innings, just gave up 2 runs, and they've got something there that they can build around.
Yeah, I think so too. When Perrine came in, it was almost like a big shift in the game. It was like Louisiana kind of settled in. They said, we've played baseball before, and they were able to field those ground balls that he was pitching to contact, and it was a completely different Louisiana team. But what I think that I really liked about Louisiana was the versatility in their athletes. You had 3 pitchers today, and those pitchers all played different positions. People moved around. It was really a team effort in their game today.
The final in this one, 12-1. We'll go through some of the batting stats and the final pitching numbers when we return here on the postgame show on KJFM.
Here's one question that has no wrong answer. Are you going to choose the new Shell and Fuel Rewards card to be used at Shell stations, or the Shell and Fuel Rewards MasterCard that can be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted? With both, you save 10 cents per gallon, up to 20 gallons every time you fill up. And you also earn 10% rebates on your first $1,200 in non-fuel purchases per year at Shell stations. See? You can't go wrong with either. Visit www.shell.us/getrewards and apply today. At participating Shell stations only. Terms and conditions apply.
Daily life is a bit different right now than what we're used to, but let's remember that this too shall pass and try to find ways to keep positive, help others in need, spend quality time with family, exercise, pray, do something that helps you feel empowered and moving forward. Vicki Cadwalder, Real Estate, praying for good to come out of trials.
Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy, where the #1 priority is the customer and adding new services to help simplify your life and building a strong, high-performance financial services organization. Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy, your community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Community State Bank of Missouri, Family Drug, and Pike County Health Department, Home Health and Hospice.
Final in this one in 5 innings, Bowling Green 12, Louisiana 1. One hit for Louisiana in the ball game. Interesting stats, 1 through 5 in the Bowling Green order were on base 14 times today, 6 through 9 just twice, and both of those were hit by pitches of Tristan Charlton. So maybe a little work to be done in the bottom half of the order for Bowling Green, but we said it during the broadcast. That's going to come around. It's early. We thought the pitchers would be a little bit ahead of where the batters are here early in the season, and you got a lot of talent 1 through 5. 6 through 9 has a little bit of work to do.
Yeah, 6 through 9, it seemed like they were almost waiting a little bit too long to decide on if they wanted to swing at a pitch. And like we've said, it comes, and it's all about timing and knowing your zone and being confident in what you can hit. And it's early in the season, so that will come eventually.
For Louisiana, they've got some work to do. They ran into a pitcher that was throwing darts today. A lot of strikes, overpowering Louisiana, and they maybe have to shorten up their swings a little bit and try and put the ball in play a little bit easier. Don't go for the big home run swing like we saw from 3 or 4 of their guys today.
Right. You want to find those gaps, and baseball fields are big.
Yeah.
And so when you find a gap and you can consistently hit a gap, you're going to be on base. And they were just hitting the ball right at people today when they did hit the ball. But just like with Bowling Green, that bottom half of the lineup wasn't nearly as aggressive. That whole lineup for Louisiana could have been a little bit more aggressive today.
5 runs in the first, 5 runs in the second for Bowling Green, 1 in the third, another in the fifth for the Bobcats. The only run for Louisiana came in the bottom half of the 5th inning when they got their only hit. McCormick got the only hit, but they loaded up the bases, actually walked home a run in that inning, and that's all they were able to get put together today in a 12-1 Bowling Green victory over Louisiana. They're getting ready for JV action on the field, so we'll wrap things up, Maddie. You going to be around for baseball next week?
Oh, I am.
All right, we'll have some more action for you next week here for you on KJFM. Listen for the morning show tomorrow morning, and a lot more action as well. Sports, weather, news, and a whole lot of fun coming up tomorrow morning here on KJFM. For Maddie Ingram, Mark Froner saying good night from Wallace Memorial Park on KJFM.
You've been listening to Area High School Softball on KJFM, Eagle 102. Join Eagle 102 for play-by-play action on air and online from your area sports leader. KJFM Radio, Eagle 102.